guys, what's up? My name's Chantal. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to, I think this is my second Christmas video of the year. I was hoping to have more Christmas videos done, but I've just been super busy with school and everything. But the semester is over now. I still have an exam that I have to study for. That's in January. My math exam got moved because I was behind a bit, and my professor let me get an extension on the exam until January. Anyways, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is Christmas, and I am yet again doing a cozy Christmas Q&A. I do these every year for the past 2 or 3 years. So yeah, got my Christmas jammies on, my Santa hat, and I've got my hot chocolate here, my festive Starbucks mug. Couldn't find the cover, but whatever. Anyways, I have I basically asked you guys on Instagram and Twitter to ask me some questions. And I got a bunch of responses, more than I thought I would. So I got them all pulled up here on my laptop. And just one second, I don't unplug it first. I'm just going to answer some of your questions. So yeah. First question is your favorite candle scent. That's a good question. Actually, I know. My mom has this candle that she got a couple years ago, probably almost 10 years ago now, and it's a donut scent, and she lights it every year at Christmas when we have company over, and it smells so nice. The whole room smells like this vanilla caramel donut. It's so good. So yeah, definitely that. I also love the smell of Christmas trees, so I'm not really sure if it's like if it can be put into a candle, but I love that scent. Yeah, those are probably like my 2 favorite Christmassy scents, I guess. Next is, what is your favorite type of Christmas food? My favorite type of Christmas food, I mean, turkey dressing. Oh, actually, I know. So it would be dressing, specifically my grandmother's potato dressing that she makes every year. It's so good. She makes it for Christmas and Thanksgiving, everything. But one thing that one of my grandmothers used to make this, but one of the staff at my group home makes this, and she's made it every year for us, and it's my favorite thing ever. It's sweet potato casserole. It's basically sweet potato with like walnuts and brown sugar mixed into it, and then you can put some marshmallows over the top of it and melt it, and like have them melt over the top. It's so good. It's more like a dessert than, like, it tastes more like a dessert than like a main meal thing, but you eat it with the rest of the main meal. Also chocolate, hot chocolate. I'm not sure if that counts as a food, but it's still good. Next question is, what is the best Christmas gift I have ever gotten? I don't know. Best Christmas, I don't know if I really have like a favorite Christmas gift. Like, I'm trying to think. I remember getting pretty excited when I got an iPod for Christmas when I was probably 14. That was pretty exciting. Oh my gosh, best Christmas gift I've ever gotten. I really don't know if I can like choose like a favorite gift. Like, I've loved everything that I've received over the years. But yeah. Also, the best gift is just to be with my friends and family. So there you go. Next, what is your favorite thing about the holidays? Favorite thing about the holidays, kind of like I just said, being with friends and family. Can't wait to be able to go home for Christmas and see my family, my parents, my brother, my grandparents. Yeah, I just love being around my family and, you know, talking about anything and everything and exchanging gifts and eating good food. That's definitely the best part. Also, I love everything about Christmas. Decorating the tree, that's definitely something that I love to do. Watching Christmas movies, eating good food, going shopping for Christmas presents. I love like picking out like the perfect like gift for someone, and just decorating, and yeah, that's one of like my favorite Christmas activities, I guess. Favorite Christmas movie? This is a very good question. My favorite Christmas movie ever is The Grinch. I am literally wearing a Grinch t-shirt right now. I just got this recently. It says Holiday Cheermeister on it, which is perfect for me because like I said, I love Christmas. Love The Grinch. It's been my favorite Christmas movie since I was a kid. And also, my last name is Meister. And it says Holiday Cheermeister. I'm literally the Holiday Cheermeister. Anyways, so yeah, The Grinch is definitely my #1 favorite, but I actually forgot about this movie until tonight. I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw someone had mentioned something about a movie that I'd forgotten about. It's called Eloise at Christmas Time. And when I was a kid, I loved the Eloise movies. My grandmother had them on VHS, and I would watch them every time I was over at her house, and I watched the Christmas one so much, and I had kind of like forgot about it, and I just found it on like Soap Today, which is like this technically illegal streaming service. It has movies that you can't find in other streaming services because it's not on any streaming service in Canada. So I'm going to watch that tonight. I'm very excited, cannot wait. But yeah, I also love The Elf. The Elf? What? I mean Elf. I don't know why I said The Elf, but yeah, I also love the movie Elf. Hilarious. Those are like probably my top 3 Christmas movies, I'd say. I also love Jack Frost, one about the kid whose father dies in a car accident and then he goes back to life as a snowman. Those are my top Christmas movies. I love them. Next question is favorite Christmas song. This is a good question because I love Christmas music. I started listening to Christmas music in November. Absolutely love it. My favorite Christmas song. If we're talking like classic Christmas songs, probably Jingle Bell Rock or Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Those are just bops. They're fun. I remember when I was a kid, I did a tap dance for like a Christmas recital to, I think it was Jingle Bell Rock. And ever since then I've loved the song. But if we're talking more like modern, like pop Christmas music, I mean, All I Want for Christmas Is You, obviously that's a bop. But Mistletoe, Justin Bieber, obsessed with it. That has been my favorite Christmas album since it came out, and literally came out 10 years ago. And just the whole album is so good. Also, I love Why Don't We's cover of Mistletoe. I've been listening to it all season since it came out. And what else? I mean, the High School Musical, the musical, the series, Christmas soundtrack, or holiday soundtrack, so good. Yeah, I'd say those would probably be some of my favorites. Oh, also Christmas Tree Farm by Taylor Swift. That song is so good. It's so beautiful. Just everything about it I love. Alright. Next questions. Okay. Next question is, what's on top of your Christmas wish list this year? Well, I actually just posted a Christmas wish list video. And on the top of my Christmas wish list, I think I mentioned this in my video, it's a CD player. It's one that you can like put on the wall. It has a speaker, like a Bluetooth speaker, and like a remote that you can like change the lighting on it. It has a radio in it. It sounds really cool. I know it's like, who gets a CD speaker or CD player anymore? I literally, wow. My brother asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I told him a CD, and he was like, we live in the age of technology, why are you asking for a CD? So I asked for a book instead. I'm just, yeah. I like to sometimes pretend I still live in the early 2000s, but while still having the technology of this time at the same, I don't know. It's an interesting situation. But yeah, I'd say that would be on the top of my Christmas wish list, as well as some Taylor Swift merch. And anything else that I can think of? Oh, a new purse, because my purse is broken, and I literally don't have any other ones. Next is, what's one unrealistic thing that I want for Christmas? That's a really good question. It's a really interesting one. One unrealistic thing I want for Christmas. Tickets to see Olivia Rodrigo in concert in Toronto. I was gonna go with my friend, but it's so expensive, so yeah, probably that. Or unrealistic. My own apartment, that'd be nice. And I kind of feel like I'm ready to move out of like the group home situation into like more of an independent situation. Yeah, maybe to meet Joshua Bassett. That would be pretty cool. Next question is, what's your favorite Christmas song? I've actually already answered that. So let's move on to the next set of questions. Okay, the next one is favorite Christmas tradition. My family had a lot of traditions that we did when we were kids. We don't really do them as much anymore. But one of the things that I always remember is we didn't have a chimney in our house. Santa had to come through the front door. So we had this giant key with a picture of, or had like a drawing of Santa on it, and we make a big deal every Christmas Eve of taking it outside, putting it on the door, and we did a video and pictures, and then in the morning we checked to see if it was back on the table, and if Santa had eaten his cookies and milk, and if Jesus was in the manger, in the nativity scene, because we never put him in the nativity scene until Christmas Eve, and usually it was Santa that would put him in there. But I'm trying to think of like traditions that we still do that I really love. We always go to Christmas Eve Mass, which is really nice. The last 2 years we had to watch it online because of COVID, but it was still really nice. We visit my grandparents every Boxing Day, and that's always really nice. My grandmother makes a really nice meal. I'm trying to think of like other Christmas traditions. When we unwrap gifts, we kind of still do this. We have a Santa and an elf, so the Santa wears the Santa hat, and the elf has an elf hat, and the Santa will pass the gifts to the elf and like read out who it's for, and the elf will pass the gift to the person that it's for. So yeah, that's a cute little tradition. Next is, again, favorite gift you've received. I don't know. I'm trying really hard to think of something, but I literally can't. I really like my Polaroid camera that I got last Christmas. I definitely used that a lot. Actually, one of my favorite gifts I received is one that I didn't receive for Christmas. It was my ukulele, which I got for my birthday last year, so that was probably one of my favorite gifts. Next question just says, wasn't Crisis amazing? Referring to Joshua Bassett's song Crisis, and yes, Daniel, Crisis was amazing. I loved it. Same with the other two songs. I think Joshua Bassett is just too good for this world. He's the sweetest. He's so talented, and his voice is amazing. That's all I have to say about that. Yeah. Next, Elf or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The Grinch, of course. I mean, like I said, my favorite Christmas movie ever. Okay, let's get rid of that set and go on to the final set of questions. The next question, do you have any Christmas traditions? I kind of already answered that. We have like a few that we do, but yeah, I already answered that. What are your plans for Christmas this year? My plans are to go to my parents' house Christmas Eve. They'll pick me up in the evening, and we'll either go to church in person or watch it online. Probably watch it online because there's a lot of new cases of COVID now, and in fact there's a risk that we might all go into lockdown, which means that I may not be able to go home for Christmas, even though my parents don't live too far. So I'm really hoping to be able to go home for Christmas. I might have to go home a few days early, which is fine with me. Just more time to spend with my family, which is great. But yeah, just basically go home and spend Christmas with my family. Go to Mass with them, and then Christmas Day we'll open gifts, and then we're gonna go visit my grandfather, or my mom's gonna go visit my grandfather in his nursing home. Unfortunately, they're only allowed to have 1 or 2 visitors because of COVID, so I'm just gonna hang out with my dad and my brother. And then Boxing Day we're gonna go visit my grandparents, who live kind of in the country, about an hour outside of where I live, and I love doing that. I love running out and seeing them, especially if it snows. It's really pretty out there in the winter. And then I'm going to go back home on the 27th, and my roommates and I were supposed to do Christmas today, but since there is a risk that we could be possibly locked down, here for Christmas we're just kind of holding off to do it possibly a few days, probably like earlier this week, before my other roommates go home, because they're going, I think the first one leaves the 22nd or the 23rd, so we might do it sometime between then. If not, we'll do it after Christmas, but we're gonna do like a gift exchange and Christmas dinner, and like there's like our staff always gets us like Santa gifts that we open whenever we get to do that. It's like basically our own little Christmas here, so we'll do that probably in a few days. If not, we'll do it after Christmas when we all come home. What is something that you really want for Christmas? The CD player that I mentioned, Taylor Swift's new album, Red, Red Taylor's version, and a waffle maker. Yeah, that one's kind of random, but I really want a waffle maker for some reason. But yeah, I also asked for like what are they called? Oh, also, actually, one thing that I really want is, so Avril Lavigne, who I have like loved her music since I was like a little kid. She's coming to my city in May. Yeah, May 4th, I think, which is 2 days after my best friend's birthday, and so she's asked her dad for tickets, and I kind of mentioned it to my mom, so I really like tickets to see her. So tickets aren't too expensive, and like I said, it's in my city, so I don't have to travel. So I'd really like to get to see her in concert with my best friend for her birthday. I think that would be so fun. So yeah. Next question is favorite holiday activity. I kind of already answered this earlier, but my favorite holiday activities would be decorating the Christmas tree, playing in the snow, like having a snowball fight, going sledding, going skating, anything like that. I love it. What else? Watching Christmas movies, decorating gingerbread house. My roommates and I actually decorated an Oreo house last night, which is like a gingerbread house, but it's made out of Oreo cookies, which is great. It was really good. We literally built it, took a picture of it, it fell apart, and then we ate the whole thing. So yeah, those kind of things. Just kind of any Christmassy activity, honestly. Sitting in bed with like cozy blankets, watching Christmas movies, or I also love wrapping gifts. I actually just finished doing all my gift wrapping tonight, and it's so fun and like satisfying. Even though I'm terrible at wrapping gifts, it's still fun to do. Next question, favorite Christmas song, I already answered that, and most favorite family Christmas tradition, I already answered that as well. So yeah, that is my cozy Christmas Q&A for 2021. I hope you enjoyed, and to learn more about my Christmas interests, I guess. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, which will probably be up after Christmas, I'd say. And that will probably be a what I got for Christmas haul. So I'll see you guys then. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.